There's a truck passing by, so I'm just wait a couple of seconds. I think it's gone now. Hello, and this is, in my opinion, the best 5-pack that Hot Wheels has ever done. And this is called the Flag Flyers. Here you go, this is the packaging, 5 Flag Flyers. I think it's from the 80s, 97, here it is. And this is the packaging. And I'm just going to show the packaging really quickly. There's not really anything interesting to it. I think it's interesting. This is my first older Hot Wheels 5-pack I've ever gotten. I think the plastic piece is really interesting. There's the cardboard part I just threw out has no plastic embedded in it, and instead all the plastic is done here. I think this is much better. First of all, from an environmental standpoint, it's much easier to recycle when the paper bits and the plastic bits are completely separate. And second of all, this is so reusable. I see on the Hot Wheels wiki a lot of people do their own custom 5-packs, and if you have this is so easy. So even though I'm going to throw away the cardboard bit, this is definitely going to remain in my collection. It's a little dirty, and some of the stuff unfortunately just does not come off anymore, but I am actually looking forward to create some of my own 5-packs, see what I can do with it. But I'm calling this the greatest Hot Wheels 5-packs ever made, and here is why. Obviously, I don't own every single Hot Wheels 5-pack ever made. Far from that. But this. You see 5 cars here representing 5 countries, and you see the national colors, or sometimes even the flag on the cars. Obviously, right, that's why they're called the Flag Flyers. And I'm going to look at all of these cars from my least favorite to my favorite. And by least favorite, I don't mean they're the worst, but just not as interesting as the others. I'm going to start with the Land Rover. This is the British one, so it's a base British Racing Green with the Union Jack colors, and you see sort of the stripes going through it. It is very well made. I think in my last video I talked a lot about how Hot Wheels print is just really bad, but I think that's more modern, more contemporary. This is from the late 90s, and look, everything is very crisp. I think the light might be a little too bright, so it doesn't really show. There is some paint chips, but this is from so early on. But all of the details you see, all of the text is very crisp. Hey camera, focus. Why won't you focus? Anyway, okay, I think this is the best I can do. You see World Racers, it's at number 15, Land Rover, the logo, all of them comes up really nicely. Got a tag, number 15 here again. Do you see this is Heroda West, Land Rover. It's a very nice car. This is an SUV of obviously a very classic British car. I'm not really into the off-road cars. My girlfriend is, so she's gonna like this a ton. I've talked to her about it. I think she does love it a lot. But for me, this is unfortunately the least interesting. Now, this might surprise you because I collect German vehicles, but my second favorite ended up being the Porsche 944. Because this is a great car. This is very well made. This is not raw. It's not Zamac necessarily, but it's got a very light, it's like gray, silver-ish paint. Reflects very well. You can see the reflection there. I don't think it has any interiors, at least it doesn't show, because the windscreen piece is all black, so you don't really see inside anyway. So my guess is there's no interior. World Racers, you see the Porsche logo here. Some more, I don't know what they are supposed to be, like sponsorships and stuff. And obviously the sportsy the West German / Federal Republic of Germany flag. So like this is West Germany and the post reunification German flag. It looks great from this angle, but it's a little plain compared to the others. Next up is the Chevy. It's a Corvette. Now this is starting from here. All 3 cars in my top 3 are amazing. I just love them. I'm not the biggest American car fan. I do a lot of supercars and sports cars, and this is definitely one of them. Chevy Corvette, probably the most famous American sports car, not counting any muscle cars, obviously. Just look at this gorgeous blue paint. Wow. See the Chevy logo, USA 1, Corvette. Yeah, this is amazing. You do get a little bit more red and white accents. Again, you see Corvette written here, if it focus. There's some back detailing. The backlights are not printed, unfortunately. Oh, and the details back here are all protruding plastic bits. But still, pretty cool. Actually, I forgot to mention the Porsche also has a metal base, so it's a lot heavier than the others. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Which means I don't want to drop. I don't want to drop any of them at all. So this is number 3. And number 2. This is probably the best executed, even though it's not my absolute. Okay. It's not my absolute favorite because I think the last one, even though it's not as detailed, I think better representation. But look at the Lamborghini logo here. Road Racers, 12 Lamborghini. You see the bowl. Oh, you get the Italian white, green, and red. It's just a gorgeous looking car. Italian cars, whether it's Lamborghinis or Ferraris, look amazing in red. And on the side, you see Lamborghinis. Again, you see very detailed writings. No backlight details, but that's fine. What a gorgeous looking car. This is the Lamborghini Countach. This is the earlier version without the back spoilers, which looks great. I think I probably prefer the one with spoilers with the back wings, but this is amazing as well. Again, from this angle, this is the best angle you want to look at these cars. So I'm actually going to put them this way. I'm going to arrange them a little from 5. Being number 5 doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not as good as the others because they're all amazing. Got the Corvette, the Lamborghini, and the surprise hit, the Toyota. I'm not a big JDM collector. I do have quite a bit now, but this thing is amazing. This is my first Toyota car, and currently, the only Hot Wheels Toyota, the only 164-ish Toyota in my collection. Because apparently Hot Wheels, it's been a few years since Hot Wheels done a Toyota. Something was licensing, but they're doing Toyotas right now. Again, there's coming in the 2020, now 2021 Olympics range. There's 2. There's a Toyota. Ooh, I don't want to make a fool of myself. There's 2 Toyota cars, and this is the MR2. This is a rally vehicle, and just look at how gorgeous this thing looks. White body, which is very, very good looking for the Toyota. Got some red details from the Japanese national flag colors. Again, from this angle, just look at it. It's not the most complicated thing ever. It's a lot less complicated than the Land Rover or the Corvette or the Lamborghini. But the color scheme and the deco just matches each other so perfectly. It's just gorgeous looking car. I love this. I actually do have another MR2 that I'm trying to sell. But this thing actually came in the 5-pack as well as normally in main lines. I think a couple of the other cars, well, maybe the Corvette, I want to say. So these are not exclusive from the pack, but some of them are. But next to each other, these things look just amazing. So this is why, in my opinion, 1997 Flag Flyers 5-pack is the best 5-pack Hot Wheels has ever made. I don't own every single one of them, but I've looked through all of the photos of all of them. These are the best. You can buy them from eBay. I think it would be about $20. And if you can get it for 20 or God, even less, you have to get them. They are absolutely worth it. They're not premium models, but for the age from 90-something, late 90-something, the liveries are going to be very detailed, fully decked out. Absolutely worth it if you are a Hot Wheels collector, and if you're interested in any of those individual models, it's still worth getting the whole 5-packs for, trust me. They are that amazing. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've liked these cars as much as I have, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.